Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's your boy, Mr. Commentary. That's right. If you don't know me, I'm the man that sits ringside at every RPW show, or Danger Zone for that matter, and I get it done. Just to let you know, once again, we're back from commercial break. Right now, we are being joined by Mr. Amazing, the best billionaire we all know, Kevin Gold. We actually have him on the phone right now. I don't know where you at, Kevin, but you're probably, riding in some type of jet or maybe in a limo of your own. I don't know what's going on, but what's going on over there? Oh, yes, Mr. Terry, how's it going? How are you doing today, sir? And I don't care, actually. However, I will say this. I am actually in my jet, flying, if I may say. Obviously, somebody poor like Steve Reeves obviously doesn't know what flying means, but that's quite all right. And you'll probably see me in the sky from wherever you're sitting. My jet is all the way gold, pure gold all the way around. You know how we do. Yes, indeed. I actually do know how you do. I've seen that jet, and that thing is absolutely massive, absolutely insane. I don't know how the hell you actually paid for something like that, but that's pretty damn crazy. Yes, indeed. As once again, as you know, I'm a billionaire. I can buy anything I want. As I sit right now, I have my own boxes made out of vacuna. What about you? What about you, Mr. Terry? Huh? What are you wearing right now? A bunch of garbage you probably paid for from, I don't know, Follies down the street. Anyways, I'm not here to talk to you anyways. Actually, yeah, you are, Kevin Gold. That's the reason why we're doing this. I hate to cut you off, but yeah, that's the reason why we're doing this. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm here to talk to you, I guess. So let's get this going and let's get this over with. Yeah, indeed, indeed, Kevin. Once again, we're here on the show, and I just wanted. Obviously, there's been some tension between you and Steve Reeves the past couple weeks. And it seems to me that, you guys are going back and forth, pipe bomb after pipe bomb, you calling him out, him calling you out. And obviously he just made a statement once again, moments ago, basically. I'm not too sure if I guess you're not at the show. Is that what you're saying? Definitely not. Here's the thing. I get there, I do what I need to do, and I get the hell out. Steve Reeves claims that, I don't know, that he's all about the fans and he's all about the business. He's not about shit but himself. Think about it. He said, "Oh yes, I'm all about myself," and then he clearly stated a little bit later he respected people like Bear Aldo. He respected guys like Handsome Johnny. You see, it makes absolutely no sense what he's even talking about, and when it comes down to it, you wonder why he's where he's at. And he was legitimately in the ring, just super happy that he told CEO Aaron that he could go suck a dick or whatever it was. He likes to burn bridges until it's only him. And now that he's the top of the world, he says that he has all the bridges. And all those bridges seem to be the ignoramus fans that sit around the crowd. A bunch of idiots, if you ask me. Wow, Kevin. I don't know what else to say, but to be completely honest, I for one definitely love these fans. They come to they basically, they come to the arena every week, and they sit at shows. You see the same guys in the front row sometimes. It's pretty damn crazy, what they would. It doesn't matter, obviously. It really doesn't matter what they think, and that seems to be his problem, because the way he got there was because he didn't care what anybody else thought. But now all of a sudden he's the people's man, and the people are cheering him. He's talking about, oh, the pipe bomb is about the truth, but the truth and the fact of the matter is, he's poor in his mind, in his education. He isn't wise. He is a fool. And so is BDS. Did you see the way MI3 and Bear Aldo fought each other in the main event of Clash of the Immortals? Seriously, this is schoolyard shit that I actually already previously talked about in my last pipe bomb. So when it comes down to it, Someone like, BDS is nothing but a piece of trash. And once again, he's talking about, oh, well, you haven't been there for quite some time. I think he forgets that simple fact that when it came to Best in the World, I actually defeated Eric Bannon in the very first round. And if I'm not mistaken, Eric Bannon was actually the RPW World Heavyweight Champion for a little bit. Luckily for him, it wasn't at the time that I actually beat him. Or I would be the one standing here as the RPW World Heavyweight Champion. And then I jobbed out Seth Storm, and then I jobbed Abaddon Makara. I broke both of their legs. Now, Handsome Johnny is a different story. Handsome Johnny had a lucky 1, 2, 3. That's completely alright. It's not like he went very far after that anyway. Because obviously he's not best in the world. And if I have to fight him again, I easily and definitely will. Wow, those are some harsh words there, Kevin. I mean, once again, it becomes really hectic when you see, someone as yourself, as rich as you are, kind of come in a couple weeks or maybe come in 1 week and then leave early or do whatever you have to do. I understand you're a man with many obligations, but how does that look in terms of your image, and how does that work in terms of the locker room and whatnot? You see, it doesn't matter what the locker room feels about me. The only person that I need is my own self. And obviously, Ethan Carter III, Mr. EC3, joined hands with me so that we could take over RPW as the Mega Powers 2.0. You see, EC3, Mr. Ethan Carter, understands my agenda, and I understand his agenda. We have a similar upbringing, and obviously we sit in the similar stature when it comes to wealth, when it comes to looks, and when it comes to everything else that we do in this world. So, once again, Steve Reeves continuously comes out and is just a complete hypocrite. Week in, week out. That's all he does. He's a complete hypocrite. So when it comes down to it, no matter what, me, Kevin Gold, the greatest billionaire of all time, I can do whatever the hell I want. And the difference between me and Steve Reeves is not that I don't love the business. It's that Steve Reeves needs the business. Because if it wasn't for the business, he wouldn't actually have anything in his entire life. He was talking about me flipping burgers for $10 an hour and then coming to do this part-time. But it's completely obvious that if it wasn't for this business, he would be the one completely flipping those burgers. And me, if I didn't have this business, I would have my fortune. It's as simple as that. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, you would definitely have some things to fall back on. And I understand you don't, care about the people in the locker room. But I mean, those are definitely the guys that are going to get you through it when they're, obviously through the thick and thin, and when the different things happen throughout your career as a superstar. I mean, have you interacted with anyone else? I mean, what are you doing nowadays? It doesn't, honestly, Mr. Terry, it doesn't matter. I mean, once again, I, yes, have socialized with a few of the peasants that sit in the locker room of RPW, and it was pretty obvious right off the bat that, they were nothing but that, peasants. I mean, mindless, spineless, soulless people who sit and work every single day, to perfect themselves and da-da-da, but really, they're just straying away from what they really, really can be. And me, I'm living the dream of what it is to be 100% of the potential. Now, I will say that I am missing one more thing, gold, and that will come my way. When it does, I will be back here to let you know all about it. Actually, I take that back. You will be sitting there, Mr. Commentary, and you will definitely know what it looks like to have a champion and sitting in the middle of the ring, as the gold future will begin at that very moment. Wow. I mean, there's really not much else to say. I mean, that's that's pipe bomb worthy in itself. So what I mean, obviously, once again, you're riding in your jet, awesome. What's up next? I mean, what's up next for Kevin Gold?
Obviously, I have to face Judas still. So whenever I get around to that, I'll definitely have to go down to whatever rabbit hole he lives in, whatever dungeon he lives in. I'll have to go down there and wrestle and whatever the hell he does down there. But I will say this, Judas, I know you're listening, or you're not, whatever. You are just a skag, and that's okay. Because Kevin Gold will break your leg. And when he does, I will go to Redemption and headline that, defeat Steve Reeves, and I will shove it in both of their faces. I will shove it in RPW's faces because I will show everybody that it doesn't take a man to go into the locker room and lead the locker room. It doesn't take a man of many friends. It doesn't take a man of the fans to win the championship belt itself. It takes a man with real ambition and riches and gold, just like myself.
I mean, there's not much else you can really say there, guys. But I mean, you heard it here first, guys. Kevin Gold looking for the gold, looking for Steve Reeves. And this is absolutely going to be, an epic match, if you ask me. Kevin Gold versus Judas, the winner going on to face Steve Reeves and the main event of Redemption. Once again, we're only a couple days, after the biggest pay-per-view, Clash of the Immortals 2, where we actually saw Kevin Gold defeat Sir Lamorak in the Battle of the Billionaires. And quite frankly, if you ask me, well, it was kind of lopsided.
Don't even worry about it. Let me cut you off. Don't even worry about you having to talk about that. Sir Lamorak is no more because he was a fake billionaire. Think about it. He came in with what did he have? A Rolls Royce? Come on. A Rolls Royce isn't even worth the shirt on my own damn self. So I will say this at the very end of the day. They won't respect me, but they will respect what I do because I am the man. I am Mr. Amazing, everything gold, all the way gold, Kevin Gold. And once again, they will all be rich in their losses.
Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth there, folks. Once again, that was Kevin Gold, straight from the phone, live from his, whatever you want to call it, his private gold jet. So yeah, that was a great interview, and I had absolutely, a ton of fun doing that. Kevin Gold, you're always welcome on the show. And do you have anything else to say? It actually looks like did we lose him? All right, it looks like he hung up on us. I mean, obviously that's that's something that we definitely know from Kevin. But once again, I can definitely attest. Kevin is wait, what was that? Oh, okay, he's calling back in. Oh, okay. Kevin Gold, you're back on the line. What's up, man?
I just wanted to say one more thing. I am not faking what I do. I do not fake who I am. I'm a man of many obligations once again. I do whatever I want whenever I want, and I will prove to everyone that not only am I the greatest billionaire ever, I am also the greatest superstar ever. I just wanted to come back and say that because you're all a bunch of peasants.
All right, okay. I mean, you heard it there from Mr. Kevin Gold, and there he goes again off the line. So I don't know really what else to say, but we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the very last hour of the show. Once again, this is commentary. I'm the man that sits on the side, in the corner, whatever you want to call it, announcing the matches for RPW. And I do this podcast every single week around this time. So go ahead and check me out, podcast1.com/commentary. And that's what we're going to do right now. So let's go ahead and get to whatever the hell these commercials, and we'll be right back.